All right, guys, Scott here, Pine Barren Craftsman. We got the 6 month or so November, mid-November, early November review of the greenhouse. Winter is pretty much arrived. We've had some snow already this season, I think November 1st. The greenhouse, so far it handled a lot of wind, handled a couple storms up the coast. I think one of them was a hurricane, 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts or more. Definitely some trees went down. My wife went with this hanging plant idea, which is pretty funny. You know, you got these tomato carcasses now just swinging in the breeze. But we had tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers and plants that you wouldn't even imagine in here. It worked out pretty well. It's a little messy. We never really did get organized as close as we wanted it to. I think for the initial purchase, we just kind of wanted to get things going. Have to keep this thing ventilated. Hot weather, spring, summer, and fall, have to keep the doors open because rainy summer, very wet summer, and the moisture was in here all the time, and you wind up getting mold and mildew growing. You can smell it, you can breathe it. So you got to keep these things ventilated, which makes sense. That's probably Greenhouse 101, which is something that we didn't know. My wife in the early spring was concerned of like those 40-degree nights that we still get. So we were closing it a lot at night and opening it during the day. But that tended to happen a lot more than we wanted it to. And then there was days where it was raining and we left it shut. And then when she did water it and I watered it, my son watered it, we got a lot of water inside the cavity in here. Instead of just wetting the soil, we were wetting the whole environment. So we're letting it air out now. It's the end of the season. We're going to clean up these plants. I'm going to put in the winter supports this week down the middle here. So when the snow comes, maybe next week, a couple weeks, I'm going to probably try to do that because they're recommending for 2 or 3 foot snow loads or whatever to put these supports down the middle. My concern is the pushing in of these panels at the bottom here where the snow is leaning up against the building. So I'm going to try to keep this snow plowed all the way around with the plow and the snow blower. I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned about, we had a snowstorm already and it wasn't even that hot out. And this thing was completely covered with snow and it stuck to it. So that tells me the sun didn't penetrate it enough. And then in turn, we lost the temperature. So you might be looking in a backup heater if you want to run this all winter long, or maybe get it in a sunlit spot that's better than what I got. The sun is coming pretty much along the skyline low on this part of the hemisphere or the sky. So you're only getting sun on the front face. I should have had it angled like this to have it work better, but this is the spot that I was able to put it. As you can see, all the trees are dropped their leaves, so I have sun penetration through the trees. It's not a broadside southern facing view. Southern is that way, and this is facing west. Anyway, giving you the rundown. I'm going to let it air out. Little tip, if you have cameras that are exterior for like your security, they're called like blink cameras, security cameras, really useful for knowing the temperature on your app. So we use blink security cameras. I could do a conversation about that one day, maybe. We could talk about it. This is a blink camera. We can maybe do a video on that and discuss. We only did that so we know the temperature on the app. I could click on my app and it tells me it's 45 degrees in your greenhouse. So if you're ever wondering if it's too hot or too cold in the greenhouse, you have a real-time app that you could use. Stone worked well. I'm happy overall. The fit and finish is still there. The quality's still there. What more can I say about this? In the wind, you got to kind of watch how it catches. This thing might start doing this all day. So I made it pretty tight. Yeah, that's about it. Hemlock looks like it's holding up okay. I didn't put anything on it. Probably should have. Will we use it over the winter? I don't know. It's on my wife to decide if she wants to do more with that or if we want to just hold it up and wait till early spring. A lot of people do stuff inside the house and then bring it out and put it in like, let's say, March, April, May. So the snow load is going to be high up in front of this. It's going to be piled up. So you got to always remember what you're doing with the winter weather, as far as how much you're going to have to clean to get in and out. But so far, so good. Thanks for watching. I think I got like 6,000 views on that couple of videos I did on this. So I figured I'd do another one just to see if I can get some more interest on the channel and to maybe help some people. These are water barrels, rain barrels. I just emptied them all out so they don't freeze. It's kind of getting messy over here. Please ignore it. I'll be better with laying stuff out next year. Don't overdo it. You got to do a little by little each year. See ya.